Hi guys, welcome back to next episode of SamDjanShow. This is part 2 of my fan casting for DC Universe. So yeah, let's get into it. Welcome back to next episode of our video, internet. So welcome back to part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, you can check it out on my channel. So let's start. Goes part 2. I might do a part 3 or something. Let's start with the first one. So next, I have Matt Ryan as John Constantine, and I think he could be good as John Constantine. He already played Constantine. He already played him in the TV series, played him in Legends of Tomorrow. He also played him in the animated movie House of Mystery. So he looks like John Constantine. I think he could be good. So yeah. Next I have Alexandra Daddario as Zatanna. Now I've wanted this casting a long time. I really think she could be good in the role. And I love Zatanna. I want her to be in the DCU or the DC universe, and I think she could be good in the role. And so she was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. She was in Baywatch. She was also in White Lotus season 1, and she was in the Percy Jackson movies. And so I think she could be great. Next we got Andy Bean as Alec Holland, Swamp Thing. He played him in the TV show, which I've seen the TV show. So I think he could just play Alec Holland, and then Swamp Thing could be CGI. So yeah, there was 2 actors playing him on TV show. But I think only 1 actor in the movies. Next I got Doug Jones, who can play. Next I got Doug Jones as Boston Brand Deadman. I wanted Deadman in the DCU. I think he could be good. Doug Jones, he was in Fantastic Four: Rise of Silver Surfer, and he was also in Hocus Pocus 1 and 2, and I think he could be good as Deadman. Yeah, I think he can play Boston Brandon in CGI. I think he gets be CGI as Deadman. Wouldn't use practical effects on that. Next I got Peter Dinklage as Peter Dinklage as Jason Blood, aka Trigan, as Trigan the Demon. We haven't seen Trigan the Demon live action. I think he could be good as Jason Blood. I think CGI he could be good as a Trigan the Demon. Now I don't know much about Trigan Demon. All I know is that he's a member of Justice Dark. And okay, moving on, we got Alice Eve as Madame Xanadu. This is one of the castings I want to see. I think she could be good as Madame. I don't know much about Madame Xanadu, only that I know she's a member of Justice Dark, and she was in the Swamp Thing TV show. So I think she could be good. She was in Men in Black 3. She was in Men in Black 3. She played Typhoid Mary in Punisher season 2, and I think she could be good as Madame Xanadu. Next I got Ben Schwartz as Patrick O'Brien, Plastic Man. I think Plastic Man could be going to DC Universe. I think he's good at. He could do the comedic. We haven't seen Plastic Man live action. I think he could be good. Ben Schwartz, he plays. He voices Sonic in the Sonic movies, and I think he could be good as Plastic Man. So, moving on, I got Brett Bassinger as I got Brett Bassinger as Courtney Whitmore Stargirl. And I already played her in the TV show, and I think she's coming back in Titans. And I love that Stargirl TV show. I think they can take the whole cast in the movie. I really liked her. She really was good as Courtney Whitmore and Stargirl. It just ended this year, so I hope they put her in the new DC universe. She was just perfect casting. Next, we got Michael Fassbender as Eobard Thawne. I think he could be good as Eobard Thawne, aka Reverse Flash. I want Reverse Flash. I loved what Tom Cavanagh did with the character in the TV show. I would like to see him in the movie. I always wanted Bill Skarsgård, but I think they're going to cast someone older, and I think Michael Fassbender could. He was in 12 Years a Slave. He was in 300, and you probably know him as Magneto in the X-Men movies. I think he's good. I think he can pull it off. After seeing, if you see 12 Years a Slave, I think he can pull it off. I think he could be good about the one. Next, I got Michael Rosenbaum as Yes, I got Michael Rosenbaum as Lex Luthor. I think he could be good as Lex. He's already played him in Smallville, so I think he's the best Lex Luthor we have. I wouldn't mind they bring him into the movies. So yeah. Next we got Billy Zane as Doctor Savannah. I think he could be good as Doctor Savannah. I think he looks like him. I like Mark Strong, but I think Billy Zane could be good in Doctor Savannah. So yeah. Next as Cheetah I have Emma Stone as a Cheetah. Obviously, she's going to play Barbara Minerva. I think she could be good. I think she was even going to be Cheetah in Wonder Woman 84, but then they went Christian Wiig. I like Christian Wiig, but I feel like she was just miscast. I think Emma Stone could be good. She was in The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 as Gwen Stacy. She was in Zombieland 1 and 2. She's also in Cruella. She was also in Easy A, and I think she could be good as Cheetah. Um, Next, I got Anna De Armas as Poison Ivy, and I think she could be. I think she could be good as Poison Ivy. Uh, so yeah, I think she could be good as Poison Ivy. I don't have the picture, but Anna De Armas. She was in the Blonde movie. She was also in Knock Knock. She was also in Knives Out, and I think she could be good as Poison Ivy. I want to get Poison Ivy in the universe. So next I have Mark Strong as Sinestro. I think he could be good as Sinestro. Um, so yeah, he already played him in the Green Lantern movie. Like as bad as that movie, I think he was the best part of it. So I would like to see him come back as Sinestro. Next, I got John David Washington as David Hyde Black Manta. Now, I like Yahya Abdul-Mateen, but if they were to reboot, I wouldn't mind John David Washington. He was in Tenet. I think he was also in Amsterdam. And I think he could pull off. I think he could be a good Black Manta. Um, next, I got next I got Stephen Lang as Slade Wilson, Deathstroke. And I like Stephen Lang. You probably know him in Avatar and the Way of Water. And I think he could be a good Deathstroke. I like Joe Manganiello, but I think he could be good as Deathstroke. He could be good as Teen Titans villain Nightwing. I really think he could be good. Um, next I got next I got David Tennant as Arthur King Dog Archer. He's the arch enemy of Green Arrow. I think he could be good. I love David Tennant. He was in Doctor Who as the 10th Doctor. He's coming back as the 14th Doctor. He played Kilgrave and Jessica Jones, and I think he could be good. I think he could be intimidating. He could be good as Doc Archer. And so yeah, next I have Phil Lamar as Malalefak. I don't know how you spell that. He's the arch enemy of Martian Manhunter. I know they do Martian Manhunter movie. I think he would be the villain. And so I think he's already played Martian Manhunter. I think in animated movies. So I think he could be good in a role. Next I got Jay Lucargo as Tim Drake Red Robin. Now he really plays Tim Drake in Titans. And I thought he was okay. I think he can come back. I don't really care if he's black. I think he could be good as Tim Drake. Um, next I got Zayn Al Rafia. I think he could be good as Damian Wayne, aka Robin. I don't know much about Damian Wayne. I think he could be good as Damian Wayne. Moving on, we've got Hermione He as just Cassandra Kane. I hope they do it properly because I didn't like the Birds. I know a lot of people did not like the Birds of Prey one because they did not do anything. She was nothing like the character. They made her a pickpocket thief when in the comics she's an assassin. So yeah, I think she could be good as Cassandra Kane. Um, next I have next I got Olivia Wilde as Kate Kane. But I don't have the image, but I think she could be good. She was in the Change Up. Um, she was also in the OC, and I think she could be good. She was also in Don't Worry, Darling. I think she could be good as Batwoman. Next we got Timothy Chalamet as Terry McGinnis. I don't know if I don't have the image. Yeah, I have the image, and yeah, I think he could be good. He was in Dune. He will be coming back in Dune Part 2. He's also going to be in Wonka, I think he could be good as Terry McGinnis with Michael Keaton. I think he probably could be. I probably think next. Bill Hader. I'll cast Bill Hader as elongated man. Ralph Dibny, elongated man. I don't know much about elongated man. All I know is that he was in the Flash. Um, that's why I know him. He can stretch. He's kind of like Plastic Man, but I think he's like different. And yeah, I can see Bill Hader. He was in the To Do List. He was also in Inside Out. Um, so yeah, I think he could be good as elongated man. Um, Now I have Leslie Mann, who I think Leslie Mann could play Sue Dibney, who's basically Ralph Dibney's wife. She was also in the TV show, and I think if you're gonna have elongated man, they might put his wife in there. Um, Next I got Ryan Gosling as Booster Gold, Michael John Carter. I like Booster Gold. I remember when he was on Smallville, and I think he could be good as Booster Gold. With Blue Beetle, I would want to see team up in the future. I hope he's in the Blue Beetle movie. I don't know. There were plans to do a Blue Beetle movie, but a Booster Gold movie. But so yeah, I think he could be good as Booster Gold. Next we got Kristen Stewart, Stephanie Brown. Now I don't know much about Stephanie Brown. No one knows that she's a Batgirl, and I think she could be good in the role. And Kristen Stewart, she was a Spencer. You probably know her from Twilight, and I think she probably could be good as Stephanie Brown. And then I have Chloe Grace Moretz as Katie Carey, which I think she might be good in. She could be good in the role. And yeah, that's pretty much it for part two. So guys, watch my videos for my next big one.